All right, so I'll fill you guys in on my little project here. Had some kind of inclement weather. It's been pretty gnarly. I washed the bike down really good, scrubbed it down yesterday. And then after I was done, everything just corroded because there was no protective stuff on it. So I've been working today, a couple hours now, get it all kind of cleaned back up. And I'll give you a little run around here what I'm doing. First off, you can see how vibrant the swing arm is now. I went through and scrubbed it all up real good with aluminum cleaner all the way through. Like I said, it's not perfect because I had corrosion all over it this morning, so I gotta get some anti-corrosive stuff on there. All the parts that I went through and polished, these, not polished, but brushed out, they all got corroded overnight. Just a super, super harsh environment here. Got the radiators all cleaned with aluminum cleaner, so they are really, really bright and fresh looking. I dropped the steering stem this morning and put a bunch of anti-corrosive moly grease in there and kind of buffed out all this stuff. It's got a high pressure radiator cap in it. I kind of buffed all that stuff out. Just basically deep cleaning the whole thing, re-greasing it. I'm not going to powder coat the frame or anything this time around, I don't think. I am going to touch up the these spots with some satin spray paint to keep them from kind of rusting, because everything just rusts so quickly. Like this Kickstarter yesterday was perfect, and it just corroded gnarly overnight. So you can see in this, it's all corroded. I'm actually gonna spray, do some light spray paint on, you know, like I said, these parts so they don't rust, and also like on the brake tip and stuff. So it'll look pretty good. Obviously that'll wear because it's not powder coat, but this is gonna be a track bike, so it'll be a while before it wears, because it'll just be mostly used on kind of track days. All right, so the other thing I'm doing here is putting the handlebar clamps on from the 690. You can see that they're about 5 millimeters taller, and these original ones have some impact damage, so they don't really line up perfectly. All right, it's finally dry outside, so I'm going to show you guys where I ended up. I also want to send a quick little shout out to Polar USA, Polar Global. Met the guys last week, and we talked motocross a little bit, and they decided they wanted to try and convert me away from Garmin, I guess. So they sent me out this Vantage M. I gotta say, it's a pretty sweet watch. Fits really nice. It's got a killer heart rate monitor, and it really makes good contact with the skin. I think it could be huge in my riding, because, you know, if you don't wear a chest strap, the Garmin's kind of have troubles doing heart rate. The movement of the hand sports or whatever, they don't connect very well. So this thing like never loses connection and always seems right. So yeah, my heart rate is 77 because I'm talking to you guys 50 miles an hour. So anyway, thanks Polar. Go check them out. Polar Vantage M is what this one is. Okay, here she is in her current state. It's dry, so you can finally see it without all the water all over it. Swing arm and everything's all cleaned up. Got some protectant on it. I still really got to clean the motor. I haven't decided if I'm going to pull it yet. It gets hard for me with my work schedule. Got the 690 bar clamps on it. So we got extra 5 millimeters or so rise, maybe even 10 out of those, not quite sure. All these grips and everything are going to go. These are just old, crusty, nasty grips. You can still see, you know, where the corrosion happens. Obviously I didn't get any protectant on that, so anyway, I got the frame all touched up, and so all that's looking good. I'll be able to get the new frame guards on there and not have a bunch of rust underneath of it, and then may get this cover powder coated. Trying to decide about that. I know that this bike has a high performance water impeller in it, because I saw the old one in a box. So this gasket up here is getting kind of wet and rotten. I might replace that. Yeah, she's starting to come around. I've got titanium bolt kits coming for the triple clamps, and all the pinch bolts. These are very, very prone to rusting around here, as you can see. Those are nasty, nasty. And when you take your tires on and off a lot, the zinc plating gets broken away with the wrench, so those get pretty rusty. Anyway, guys, that's where we're at. You can see radiators are nice and bright. Give you one more backup shot here. Yeah, not too shabby.